Hi everybody, Beth Mitchell with Ambler Keenan Mitchell Johnson, and today we're going to talk about digital assets. This is becoming such an important issue because what used to happen when somebody passed away was that we would tell the family to go and look through the mail, and the mail would tell us where the accounts were. Where did they bank? Did they have a CD at a particular bank? Did they have investment accounts? Was there life insurance? Well, in this day and age, we do not have paper that comes in the mail, at least most people don't. And so it's a real problem. As people come into my office, we have to figure out what the assets are for somebody who passed away. And it's, believe it or not, one of the most difficult parts of planning, right? Most of the time the family will know, okay, there's a house, and they can figure out where that person banked because they can find the checkbook. But they may not know, did that person have investments? Did they have more than one investment account? Did they have investments through work? Did they have life insurance through work? Do they have a separate life insurance policy? Where do they keep all of these things? It's really a difficult thing to find out. And half the time I end up sending my clients home to play detective, right? Try to put the pieces together. And so they basically have to ransack the house, try to find the different paperwork, and then they come back into me and they say, well, how do I know that I found it all? And the answer is, you don't. There's no 1-800 number that you can call to say, what are Beth Mitchell's assets? A credit report only shows debt. It doesn't show assets. And so digital assets, right, are all of our assets that we don't have paper on, as well as a couple of other things. And my goal today is to make sure that people plan ahead, to make sure that their family knows what the assets are. So let's just think about this logically, right? First you have your checking, savings, financial accounts, all of that. It sure would make things easier if there was a list that somebody might keep of all of those assets. And you could either keep that on paper, or you could make a spreadsheet, or keep it in the cloud. But then you're going to need to make sure that your family knows the passwords to get into those documents or to get into your accounts. So keeping a list of those things would sure be helpful. You can either do that by making a list, and we do have in your estate planning binder a place where you can do that, or you don't need to reinvent the system. If you have a password book or a password manager program, that's great. Tell your family about it. The best way to resolve the issue with digital assets is to talk to your family. We used to never talk about estate planning. Nobody would talk about it. It meant, you were admitting you were going to die. But we found out over the years, it works a lot better if people actually talk about this stuff. The other thing that you need to think about is your email. Your email is what we call a gateway. And so most people get notified when their bank statement comes in, their information about their investments come in, all of that flows through the email account. So even if someone just has access to that, that would be great. A lot of times the phone is also a gateway, so someone needs to know the password to your phone. Even if somebody has facial recognition, retinal recognition, that is not going to work later. You're going to need to know the password to be able to get access. And that can tell somebody a lot. What apps do they have on the phone? If you have an app for a particular bank or a financial institution, right? That's a hub that will identify the digital assets. Social media accounts, that is, most of the social media accounts have legacy pages. You can go and search on Facebook, Instagram, find out what they would need to do in order to make your page live beyond your life. Cryptocurrency. Here's the thing about cryptocurrency. If nobody knows that you have it, they're never going to go find it, and it is gone. You're going to have to write down your password, put that information somewhere so that they know to go get access to those accounts. And that's really the bottom line with all of this, with all of the digital assets, is making sure that your family knows where your accounts are, that they understand how to get access. It's all about making this easier for your family, and that's the number one thing that you can do. So I hope that helps people as they're organizing their information for their families. If we can help you in any other way, please feel free to give us a call and schedule a meeting. Thanks.